Marx.
What?
Do you hate capitalism?
Fuck no. Who's saying that?
Everyone.
I will need to explain my theory in simple terms for those idiots then. In my theory of historical materialism, I outline that societies evolve through various stages, each characterized by different modes of production and class relations. These stages include primitive communism, slave society, feudalism, and finally, capitalism. I see capitalism as a necessary and progressive stage that will eventually lead to socialism and communism.
So you like capitalism, then?
I don't like or dislike capitalism. I am just pointing out its flaws. But despite its exploitative nature, capitalism plays a crucial role in advancing the productive forces and creating the conditions necessary for a socialist revolution.
How can that be?
I'll break it down to you. First of all, capitalism drives rapid industrialization and technological innovation, significantly increasing productivity and creating a complex economic infrastructure. This industrialization and urbanization bring large numbers of workers together, fostering class consciousness and collective action among the proletariat. Another condition is that under capitalism, wealth and productive assets become concentrated in the hands of a few capitalists. This centralization of capital makes it easier for the proletariat to seize control of the means of production during a revolution. Additionally, capitalism sharpens class divisions, heightening the contrast between the bourgeoisie and proletariat and intensifying class struggle. And the most important condition is the creation of the proletarian class. Capitalism leads to the proletarianization of society, where more individuals become part of the working class as small businesses, and artisans are outcompeted by large capitalist enterprises. This growing proletarian class becomes increasingly aware of their shared interests and common enemy, leading to greater solidarity and potential for revolutionary action. So basically, capitalism's growth leads to the formation of a proletarian class conscious of their shared interests and potential for revolutionary change.
How's that revolutionary change?
The revolutionary change means that a proletarian revolution will occur once capitalism has developed sufficiently to create the material conditions for socialism. This means that productive forces must be advanced, capital must be centralized, and the proletariat must be organized and class conscious.
And what will happen after that?
After the revolution, the dictatorship of the proletariat will be established as a transitional state. The primary goals during this transitional phase include abolishing private ownership of the means of production, reorganizing the economy to prioritize human needs over profit, and suppressing any attempts by the former ruling class to regain power.
So your perfect theory is basically a dictatorship controlled by the state?
No, the state only exists to manage class conflicts and enforce the dominance of the ruling class. In a socialist society, as class distinctions disappear, the state will gradually lose its purpose and wither away. This will lead to the final stage, communism, a classless, stateless society characterized by common ownership of the means of production, distribution based on need, and the full development of human potential.
So socialism and communism aren't the same?
No, socialism is the lower phase of communism, a transitional stage between capitalism and full communism. Private property is abolished, and wealth is distributed more equitably, but some remnants of bourgeois society, such as the state and certain social inequalities, may still exist. On the other hand, communism, or the higher phase of communism, is the end goal, and the principle of from each according to his ability, to each according to his needs, prevails. In this phase, all social inequalities and state structures would have disappeared, resulting in true human freedom and equality.
How can you defend freedom and equality if you are talking about creating a dictatorship?
Despite its intimidating name, this concept does not refer to a dictatorship in the modern sense. Instead, it denotes a form of government, where the working class holds political power and uses the state apparatus to dismantle capitalist structures. So it is a temporary phase that will eventually wither away the state and itself with it.
But if there is not a state, aren't we talking about anarchism then?
My vision of communism shares similarities with what is commonly referred to as anarchism, particularly the idea of a stateless and classless society. However, there are important distinctions. I believe that the state is a necessary tool for the proletariat to use during the transitional phase of socialism. Anarchists, on the other hand, generally advocate for the immediate abolition of the state, viewing it as inherently oppressive and unnecessary even during a transitional phase. So, while I would focus on seizing state power to achieve these goals, anarchists emphasize direct action, mutual aid, and the creation of autonomous, self-managed communities as immediate steps towards their vision of a stateless society.
Thank you, Marx. I think it is time to say goodbye now.
Wait, I want to ask you something before leaving. Has the revolution started yet?
Well, there was one in 1917.
How lucky you are, living in communism, the ultimate realization of human freedom and equality.
Well, actually,